what is agape love? Welcome to Truth Talk Wisdom Walk with C.A. Curtis. I'm Carolyn. Agape is gift love, charity, unearned, and certainly undeserved. The three lesser loves are Sorge as family affection, Philio as friendship, and Eros as lovers. They stretch us past our self-interest to care about others. Being less than the best does not mean unnecessary. We need each other. Being cared for and caring for others in a family prepares us for friendship, and friendship prepares us for deeper commitments. Agape is charity love, which invites us to love beyond our needs, to give of ourselves, sometimes way beyond our ability to give. Agape enables us to love the unlovely and unlovable, those who least deserve love, those who irritate or challenge us, our enemies, and even our wretched, unlovable selves. Those who dare open their hearts to other ordinary people risk the pain of rejection. Others disappoint us. We disappoint ourselves because life is fragile. Being close to anyone or any pet may lead to the pain of loss and a staggering walk through the dark shadows of grief. Hope moves us past fear and sometimes common sense to take a chance and step out of our safety zone. Will we dare be part of an adventure with few guarantees, or maybe no guarantees? And will we choose closed doors with guaranteed isolation? Left to ourselves, we could shrivel up, sour and bitter with those who choose things over people. Empty, hollow, worthless things. Sand castles can blow away, leaving no trace, no living memory or posterity. When Elizabeth Browning opened her heart to Robert, she moved in the realm of gift love, especially when, after 3 miscarriages, she stopped taking her doctor-prescribed pain medication. It was an alcohol-tinctured opium. With courage at 43, in spite of pain and frailty, she delivered their healthy son. And together, Elizabeth and her beloved husband Robert experienced gift love as they held and nurtured the baby they co-created. Gift love risks life to birth life. In 1 Corinthians 13, the qualities of gift love covered at the beginning of this series are worth repeating, memorizing, and practicing. Love is patient. Are we patient when a stranger on the phone after a long hold isn't giving us what we want or need? Love is kind. Are we kind to that rude person who cuts ahead in traffic or in line? Love is not jealous, does not brag, and is not arrogant. So, love is generous and humble and celebrates the high value of others. Love does not act unbecomingly or seek its own. Love invites modesty, beauty, and what is good for others. Love is not provoked and does not keep score for wrongs suffered. Do we struggle in those areas? Oh yes, I do. We do. Yet, true love is self-controlled and forgiving. Looking for answers to problems. Love does not celebrate or rejoice in immoral or evil acts. It doesn't thrill at the loss of innocence of children. Love shares virtue and grieves over the abuse and misuse of others. Love celebrates and rejoices with the truth. Truth is valued and loved. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And love never fails. These qualities of love are beyond my human ability, beyond our human ability, since all and never are absolute terms. Any degree of these qualities, I believe, flows from a power above and beyond ourselves. All true and real love stories reflect the inspiration and reality of that greatest of love stories. Love existed within our triune God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, for God is love. He defines love itself. He is love, and expresses love, the very essence of love in relationship. And in Genesis, He gave us a story about Himself to read and understand. As an expression of love, our cosmos was created. As an expression of love, man and woman were created as image bearers so that they could experience and share His love. As an expression of love, He sent His Son, Jesus, to redeem us, to pay the price, to lay down His life, because we have so missed the mark. The pages of biblical and secular history offer a story to capture the magnitude and purpose of life and what having a loving Father God means for you and for me, whether or not we had a good Father on this earth. We have a good Father in heaven who sees, who hears, who loves us. Agape is the godly love that keeps us from making idols out of the Sorge, the Philio, and the Eros. Lewis minced no words and called such idols just flat demonic. The parent who makes family an idol drives children to subservience with wings clipped, kept in coddled infancy, just placating them. Or overreaching and rude demands may drive children to rebellion lest they suffocate. Parents sometimes do provoke children to wrath. Does that mean that that's where children should stay? We all have a duty and responsibility to learn how to love. But we don't have a duty and responsibility to be abused. Just remember that. Friends who idolize friendship make pride a banner to show off above the pitiful, unworthy souls beneath them. You're in a club or not. Should you forget, you'll be reminded. It has the look and feel of a middle school lunchroom clique, sneering at the new kid. Meanwhile, the depravity of demon lust without Eros boasts that it is all about it, the act itself. Disinterested in appreciation for the beloved, real person, lust is about self-need alone, with no joining together as one, and with nothing worthwhile to give. Lust only takes. It is God's agape love which protects us from such demons. His love also warns us not to idolize anyone or anything, not even truth, wisdom, or love. No wonder agape is needed to push, pull, prod, and transform love. God is teaching, testing, reminding, and, if needed, shaking and stripping us bare of pretense about our ability to love sacrificially or unconditionally. And if pride allows no room for learning, God have mercy on us. In 1876, Charles Spurgeon spoke truth to the disdain of London's intellectuals. He was a preacher. The press who mocked him proudly displayed their ignorance of things too valuable, too rich for their understanding. His critics are long forgotten, while his sermons are valued, read, and heard today. He was the people's pastor, because he spoke to the hearts and minds of just common people. Farmers, tradesmen, servants, and laborers flocked in mass to cling to his words of hope. Soon, all social classes mingled together, the poor and the wealthy alike, knowing they were seen and loved by God himself. Spurgeon said, quote, "Men say they are weary of the old faith and beg us to advance with the times. How shall we reply to them? They want something better, do they? The philosophers who pander to the age are going to give it a better religion than Christianity? Are they? Let us see. We shall, however, wait very long before their false promises will approximate to fulfillment. Let us rather look at what we really have already. Our text is a circle. Here is love descending from heaven down to man, and here is love ascending from man to God. And so the circle is completed. God's love first, our love to him next, and then the universal love, which shuts not out a man of any color, of any class, or of any name, but calls upon itself to love both God and man, because God is loved. Think about what he said in 1876. Resistance to God's love is nothing new. Resistance is part of free will. We choose to love or not love. When he turned from atheism to Christianity, C.S. Lewis discovered God's love. He was born just 6 years after Spurgeon died, and he was also mocked by forgotten intellectuals of his day. They're all forgotten. As culture unravels, atheists now question and regret their success at mocking Christianity. It turns out the world needs God's love after all. People need a story of meaning and purpose to give value to their existence. We are not sufficient as the center of our universe. Each self turned inward can reap a wasteland of depression and loneliness, an empty vacuum to be filled with fool's gold stuff. Not just any myth or story will do to bring us out of ourselves. To be enough to make life worthwhile, our story must be true. If you bought a lie about your value and purpose in high school, dive into history and study for yourself to see if the creator of the cosmos is who he says he is or not. Ask him. We're not alone, abandoned by thoughtless evolutionary forces. In early childhood, my certainty about a power beyond myself was not rooted in what I read in school or heard from an adult. My certainty was from what I experienced as I sat on a dusty curb looking up the street. Unexpectedly, love permeated my body, soul, and spirit. The memory still lives within me, refreshed by repeated experiences and awareness of God's presence. And I was only 4 years old. I remember it like yesterday. My awareness may fade with distractions, fears, my own willfulness, and just everyday mundane things. But silence offers the space for remembering blessings, meditating on his words, appreciating his wisdom, design, and love. I can only love him because he first loved me, and I can love others through his love. When I once asked him to help me love him more, the next hours blurred past with really unusual challenges that spun me toward exhaustion until I just started laughing. It was a reminder that as I love others, I also love Him and can rest in His love with no need to worry or perform. In our self-focus, there is no comfort in the idea that we don't deserve God's mercy or love. For some, it's annoying that we're not loved because we're gifted, handsome, or brilliant. He is creator over us. The idea is too big to grasp. It feels more comfortable to just design a God in our own image. Big feels out of reach and is for us, but not for God, who reaches down where we are in our struggles and actually gives us His mercy and His love. Because we're loved, we have reason to give love, clean up after storms, rescue those in danger, and struggle against the odds. Take time, wait, simply wait, considering His love and character, His power and glory. His creation declares His love for you in the wonders of His handiwork. I mean, just like, wow, look at a sunset. Look at the trees. Look at the mountains. Look at a butterfly. Wow. Matthew 22 records these words. Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law? And Jesus said to him, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Wow. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. All those rules. It's just those two, boils down to those two things. Love God, love others as yourself, which suggests that you're capable of actually accepting and loving your own design, how God actually designed you. Accept God's love and learn to love God and others as yourself. Love truth, be grateful, and do good. Please like and subscribe and share for more content. And thank you for joining this journey of Truth Talk Wisdom Walk. I remind you, the views expressed on Truth Talk Wisdom Walk are presented for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only until we meet again.